Okay, so we've looked at a few more texturing techniques. We've got a wooden Dalek with a decal down the bottom. Next thing I thought we could explore is a little bit of physics calculations. So if you think of things like smoke, water, cloth, these sorts of things have a movement which is determined by the laws of physics. So water flowing through a river, cloth falling off a person's body, smoke going through the atmosphere. Things are influenced by gravity and various forces. So just for the sake of the exercise, I've added a tube coming out of our Dalek here, and in top view I'm going to create a plane object. Now what we're going to do is turn this plane object into sort of a rippling flag, if you will. So this plane surface is going to need to bend, but with only 4 vertices, as you can probably imagine, we're not really going to be able to get much deformation in our shape here. So what I'm going to do is, in edit mode, just bring out this side panel again. We've got a what's it called, a subdivide button here somewhere here. Every time I hit this button, you can see the surface gets divided, and we'll just hit that till we get a nice number of vertices, maybe one more. Don't want too many or you'll slow the computer down too much, but that should deform quite nicely. And then we'll align this plane object to our flagpole there. So I'll just spin this around. Okay. Alright, so what we need to do is tell Blender that we want to stick this flag against the flagpole, because otherwise when it starts calculating how this cloth is going to flow from the gravity is going to be obviously sending down towards the earth, sending in a down direction, and the cloth's just going to fall to the ground, which we don't want. So we want the cloth to stick to this pole, and then as the gravity gets calculated, hopefully the flag will sort of fall and flow. To do this, we use things called vertex groups. You'll find the vertex groups in your object data section with your plane selected. And if I go into edit mode, what I want to do is just select these vertices along this top edge. I'll just quickly go into my local view mode to get the rest of the model out of the way. And I'm going to hold down Alt and right click to grab that edge of vertices, and we're going to create a new vertex group. So it's defining what is this group of vertex going to be called. So create a new one here, and we might just call it flag pin. So this group of vertices now has a group applied to it called flag pin, and we use vertex groups for various other things as well in Blender, but this is just a nice way to have an initial look at them. Alright, so I'll go back to my global view, bring the rest of the model back in, back to object mode. Now in my modifiers, with this plane selected, we're going to add a cloth modifier. Okay, so that's all we really need to do here, but from here to set the cloth settings we can either click on our physics button, or we can click on this little shortcut button here under our modifier to take us straight there. So right at the moment this will already be calculated as cloth. The only thing we need to do is tell our flag to pin this set of vertices that we defined before. So we tick this pinning button here, and then click on this little button here and choose which vertex group we want to pin. So we called it flag pin before. Okay, so now if I go ahead and play my animation, Oh, we're not pinning, why not? Oh, sorry. In our pinning, so I may as well just show you rather than recording the video again, because it's an easy thing to forget, is we need to assign, we've created our new vertex group, we now need to assign these selected vertices to that group, so we have to click that assign button, and when we click that assign button it assigns those selected vertices. Let's try again, play our animation, and there we go, we've got a flag that's flowing. So I'll go ahead and I won't worry about the Dalek at this point. This isn't the version of the Dalek that's set up for animation, but if I parent that to our flagpole, Control P, set object to parent, and what I'll do is just create a simple animation, go down to frame 1, insert a location rotation keyframe, we'll go up to say frame 30, rotate this around, insert another keyframe for location rotation, and go back to frame 1, play it again, that should recalculate that flag movement, so there you go, you can see more clearly how that flag is deforming. The other thing you probably want to do is apply some sort of a texture to that flag, and probably set the shading to smooth so it looks a bit smoother as it deforms. I'll just quickly go and add a material. And we'll jump up to that frame there, just align my camera. And we'll give it a quick render. So this is really good for animation, adds a lot of realism to what you're doing. So, oh, we've got a shadow coming in. So I'd suggest you have a go at adding a flag somewhere on your Dalek, animate the Dalek moving around, and just watch how this cloth flows around based on the physics of the scene. Okay.